Welcome to this conscious mind experience. I am Jordi, and today I am going to accompany you on a deeply transformative journey inspired by the teachings of Carl Jung, so that what you desire can begin to manifest while you sleep tonight. Before you completely close your eyes, allow your mind to know that this is not just another night. This is a night in which you choose to sow in the most powerful place of your being, your unconscious, that inner space which, although you cannot see it, decides the way you perceive reality, the opportunities you recognize, and the limits you allow yourself. Take a deep breath, letting the air slowly enter through your nose, holding it for a few moments, and exhaling very softly through your mouth, as if releasing a long sigh that lets go of the weight of the day. Each time you exhale, imagine that you are releasing rush, worries, expectations. You have nothing to prove, nothing to control, nothing to solve right now. Tonight your only mission is to allow, to open, to surrender yourself to something greater than your conscious mind. Now imagine that in front of you there appears a portal formed by two energies, an energy of shadow and an energy of light. They do not fight each other. They simply coexist, moving like two veils that intertwine. This portal represents your inner world, what you know about yourself and what lives in your unconscious, what you show to the world and what you keep in silence. You take a step toward this portal and feel that as you go through it, you enter a dimension where everything is slower, softer, deeper. Visualize that. As you cross, you arrive at the shore of a calm lake, a dark, deep lake, but incredibly serene. That lake is your unconscious. The surface of the water is so still that it reflects the sky. It is the mirror of your soul, the reflection of everything you are, even what you still don't remember. As you gaze at the lake, a warm mist begins to rise from the water and surround your body. It is a soft, light mist that caresses your skin and wraps you from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. As this mist envelops you, you feel your body loosening, as if every muscle remembered it can release tension. You may notice your feet heavier, your legs more relaxed, your hips resting, your abdomen releasing any pressure, your chest breathing effortlessly, your shoulders dropping, your neck and your face softening. The mist not only relaxes your body, it also dissolves the masks, roles and disguises you have worn all day, the character you had to play, the expectations others have placed on you, the demands you have repeated to yourself again and again. Here, in front of this lake, you do not need to be strong, perfect, efficient, productive. Here you are simply you, in your deepest truth. Feel how this warm mist, a symbol of your own loving awareness, blends with every part of your body and begins to open an inner door toward deeper dimensions of your mind. In this space, a symbolic presence now appears, the guardian of your unconscious. There's no need to see it clearly. Simply perceive that something within you is observing you with love and respect, protecting that sacred territory where your memories, your desires, your fears, and your unlimited potential are kept. The guardian steps aside and gently indicates that it is safe to move forward. As you approach the center of your own inner world, you begin to feel a part of you that perhaps you had hidden. Your shadow, all those emotions, thoughts and beliefs that at some point you judged as negative, inappropriate, or bothersome. Feelings of fear, doubt, guilt, or of not feeling enough may appear, but in this place, they do not come to harm you. They come to show themselves and to be transformed. Imagine that this shadow takes form in front of you, like a silhouette made of smoke, and that instead of rejecting it, you look at it with compassion. Perhaps that part of you has only been trying to protect you from pain, keeping you away from risks or changes. Now you tell it inwardly, "Thank you for everything you did for me, but I no longer need you to hold me back. Now you can hand your fears over to me." Visualize how the shadow begins to gather all the blockages, the doubts, the inner voices that told you, "You can't, this isn't for you, you don't deserve it," and places it all in its hands. In that moment, another archetype appears within you, the inner alchemist, the wise part of your psyche, capable of transforming lead into gold, fear into power, doubt into clarity. Watch how the alchemist approaches, takes from the hands of the shadow all those old patterns and places them into a golden fire that appears in front of you. That fire does not burn, it purifies. Everything that enters it loses its old form and becomes light. You see how the fire gently consumes the energy of fear, of self-sabotage, of self-demand, and transforms it into confidence, courage, worthiness, openness. At the same time, at the highest point of this inner scene, the archetype of your higher self appears, a luminous version of you, observing you with infinite understanding, as if it knew exactly why you have lived, what you have lived, and where you are heading. You feel that your higher self is guiding this process, that you are not doing this alone. There is a deep intelligence within you that knows your true path and that today has decided to align with what you want to manifest. Allow this awareness to settle in. Your authentic desire, the one that is born from the soul and not from the ego, is not a whim. It is a direction, a calling, a seed that your own soul planted to remind you who you really are. While the alchemist's fire continues transforming old memories into light, and the shadow becomes lighter and more serene, you realize that in this very instant, a story is being rewritten inside you. What once held you back now begins to propel you. What once was blockage is now strength. Your unconscious begins to open like fertile ground, ready to receive new instructions, new beliefs, new possibilities. Breathe deeply again, knowing that tonight, while your body sleeps, this deep part of your mind will continue working for you, aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your decisions with the reality you wish to live. Here, in this lake of calm, before this alchemical fire, guided by your higher self, your unconscious is ready to accept a new truth. It is safe for you to move forward. It is safe for you to receive. It is safe for you to manifest what you truly desire. Now, in this inner space where your shadow has been recognized and transformed, where the alchemical fire continues to illuminate your interior, and where your higher self accompanies you with infinite gentleness, a new scene begins to form before you. A scene that does not come from the analytical mind or from effort, but from the most authentic part of your soul. It is as if a soft light were born from the depths of the lake and slowly began to expand outward. That light rises in a small luminous column, crossing the water, lifting up into the air, and very slowly taking the shape of a figure. You don't know who it is yet, but you recognize its energy. It is your future self, your fulfilled version, whole, secure, rich in soul, connected to its truth, living the life you wish to live. Watch how that luminous figure slowly approaches you, walking over the calm water of the lake as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Each step it takes create small waves of light that expand, reminding you that each step you take in your life also expands your reality. And when it arrives in front of you, the light softens and begins to reveal a clear, sharp silhouette, full of presence. It is not a distant or idealized image. It is profoundly human, profoundly you, but free. Your future self looks at you with an expression of absolute peace. A peace that recognizes you, honors you, embraces you without the need for words. Notice how it breathes. Its breathing is slower, wider, deeper. Notice how it walks with a fluid, balanced, effortless rhythm, as someone who knows exactly where they are going. Notice how it moves with calm confidence, a gentle yet powerful presence. Observe the posture of its body, the way it holds its head, how its shoulders naturally fall. Nothing is tense. Nothing is forced. Nothing is rushed. Its way of being in the world is the living proof that your desire is already integrated into your destiny. And now, this future version of you invites you to contemplate small fragments of the life you want to manifest. This is not an intense visualization. It is a soft gaze, as if you were remembering something that has already happened. In a first glimpse, you see yourself receiving positive news, something that confirms you are on the right path. It may be a message conversation, an email, a call, or simply an inner feeling of certainty. Then another scene appears. You see yourself living something you have always desired. Perhaps walking through the house you long for, feeling the floor under your feet, touching the walls calmly, breathing the clean air of that space that already belongs to you on the energetic level. In another image, you see yourself smiling, as if life had become more vibrant, more alive, more yours again. You can notice how your future self interacts with people from a place of calm, of security, of authenticity. How they hug, how they give thanks, how they make decisions, how they face challenges without losing their center. For a few seconds, feel what it would be like to live like this, without fear, without rush, without doubt. Watch how this version of you shows you small everyday gestures. How you get up in the morning, how you look at your day with enthusiasm, how you enjoy your coffee or breakfast, how you trust that your path is opening, how you walk through the streets with a different energy, how you relate from a higher place, how you release what no longer serves you without pain, how you receive signs, opportunities, and synchronicities that confirm that life is supporting you. And now, imagine your future self coming even closer. It is just a few centimeters away from you. Feel the warmth of its presence, as if it were a soft, magnetic field enveloping you. It extends its hands toward you. You do the same, and in the instant your hands meet, a current of golden energy is activated between you. A warm, expansive light energy that runs through your fingers, your hands, your arms, and goes directly to your heart. Your heart recognizes this vibration. It recognizes this destiny. It recognizes this life. In that silent exchange, your future self transmits to you a deep certainty. This is already done. This is already in your field. This is yours. You only have to allow it. Feel how that energy slowly integrates into your chest, filling it with light. Notice how it expands through your abdomen, your legs, your back, your shoulders, your throat, your forehead. It is a vibration that says, I am ready. I am prepared to receive. This vibration places within you the feeling that you are already living, aligned with your true path, with your true inner calling. Your future self smiles and places a gentle hand over your heart, transmitting one last vision to you. A very brief, very soft vision. You see yourself fully living what you desire. It is not an exaggerated dream. It is not an impossible ideal. It is real, concrete, natural, everyday. You see yourself being this person with whom you have just connected so deeply. And when that vision is integrated, your future self begins to slowly fade into light, as if returning to the lake, not to disappear, but to remind you that it is always there, waiting for you to sleep, waiting for you to trust, waiting for you to allow it to guide your steps. Take one more deep breath and feel that the energy of this visualization is already working within you, preparing your unconscious to manifest exactly what you desire tonight. My unconscious works in my favor, even when I am not aware of it. everything I deeply accept within myself becomes my destiny. My shadow transforms into light every time I look at it with compassion. I welcome all my inner parts and allow them to cooperate in harmony. My life expands when I dare to expand internally. The unconscious opens paths that my conscious mind cannot see yet. Every night, I release old memories and allow new possibilities to be born. I am one with my deepest purpose, and I recognize it from silence. Everything I have repressed now becomes creative power. I allow myself to integrate my shadow so I can live from my full power. What I desire comes to me naturally because it is born from my soul. My unconscious mind is an infinite ally that creates my reality. Every part of me cooperates so that I may live my best destiny. I open myself to the synchronicities that guide me with perfect precision. I am able to transform any emotion into wisdom. I accept my story as an essential part of my evolution. I recognize my inner greatness without fear and without shame. Everything that used to limit me now becomes momentum. I allow my authentic self to guide my choices. My soul remembers what my mind has forgotten. What is meant for me comes toward me with softness and certainty. My unconscious knows exactly how to lead me to my destiny. I attract experiences that reflect my inner growth. The answer I seek already exists in the depths of me. I allow myself to receive the messages of my intuition without resistance. Each night's dream reorganizes my life toward what I desire. I celebrate my process, even the parts I do not yet understand. My energy changes, and with it, my entire reality changes. My shadow shows me treasures I did not know I had. I am worthy of the life my soul envisions for me. free myself from what is not part of my true path. I feel new paths opening in front of me. My unconscious is creating opportunities while I rest. Every night, I am reborn into a more authentic version of myself. I accept my desires as signs of my deepest purpose. Everything that happens to me teaches me something valuable about who I am. I allow myself to shine without fear of being seen. I open myself to knowing my greatness without resistance. Life speaks to me through signs that I am now able to perceive. I trust that my destiny is being arranged in my favor. I am the owner of my inner world and the creator of my outer world. My nightly thoughts reorder my energy to attract abundance. What once hurt me is now transformed into growth. I am able to hold both my light and my shadow with love. I accept my complexity as a blessing. What I desire comes to me in perfect harmony. My unconscious aligns with my highest intentions. I open myself to live from the truth of my soul. Synchronicities confirm that I am on the right path. My soul guides me even in silence. I allow my unconscious to rearrange my life for my highest good. I am the protagonist of my own individuation. I allow myself to release what no longer supports my evolution. Every conscious thought awakens an unconscious force. My intuition is a direct bridge to my inner truth. I attract what vibrates with my authenticity. I allow myself to be who I really am, without masks. I am ready to live from my deepest self. I align with the inner images that drive my growth. My desires are messages from my soul, not whims. Life responds to the depth of my intention. Every day, I integrate more parts of myself. am a complete being, even when I feel in transformation. What was once chaos is now being ordered within me. I allow myself to feel a deep connection with my purpose. I am ready to receive more than I imagined. Everything I have lived has prepared me for this moment. I attract experiences aligned with my inner truth. My shadow does not dominate me. It guides me toward my real strength. What I project inside is clearly reflected outside. My desires are seeds of my destiny. I trust the deep wisdom of my unconscious. Everything that vibrates within me becomes my reality. I am at peace with who I was, with who I am, and with who I will be. Life shows me paths my mind could never have imagined. I allow my authentic self to guide my steps. Everything I once thought was weakness is today my strength. I open myself to the possibilities that life wants to offer me. I allow my unconscious to heal past wounds. My destiny reveals itself more clearly every day. I attract people who reflect my growth. I feel safe accepting my true essence. My deep mind creates opportunities while I rest. The light I carry within guides every decision. I am aligned with the highest purpose of my soul. What I desire flows toward me naturally. I am capable of transforming my story from within. Every part of me contributes to my evolution. My outer life reflects my inner power. I accept my greatness without fear of failing. I allow myself to receive all the good that is meant for me. Life arranges itself so that my desires may manifest. My unconscious opens invisible doors for me. I vibrate at a frequency that attracts perfect opportunities. I am a being in constant expansion. My inner process creates miracles in my outer world. am connected to a deep force that guides my destiny. What I desire is already on its way to me. I attract experiences that honor my evolution. My unconscious creates my reality while I sleep, and I allow it with gratitude. And now, in this inner space where your future self has left a luminous imprint, where your shadow has been transformed, and where your unconscious is perfectly receptive, the time comes to surrender everything to the universe with the sacred softness Carl Jung spoke of when he talked about destiny, purpose, and synchronicity. Allow your breathing to become even slower, calmer, deeper. Feel how a part of you recognizes that you no longer need to control anything, that what belongs to you is already searching for you, that what is yours by energetic resonance is coming toward you effortlessly. Jung said that that which resonates with you does not need to be forced. It is simply attracted, appears, manifests. And here, now, in this moment, you are going to allow your desire, the one you have visualized, the one that vibrated in your heart when you met your future self, to become a soft light inside your chest. Imagine that light. It may be golden, white, blue, violet, whatever you feel. That light represents your most authentic intention, your deepest desire, that seed your soul planted long before you knew you wanted it. Feel how that light begins to grow inside your heart, expanding with every inhalation, becoming warmer, more alive, more present. And when you feel it full, complete, ripe, ready, imagine that this light rises from your heart into your hands, as if you were holding it with tenderness. And with total calm, very slowly, you bring your hands forward toward that tranquil lake where your inner world was born. Watch how the light gently separates from you, floating on the surface of the water. It does not fall, it does not go out, it does not get lost. It floats, it shines, it breathes. That light is your desire. And now you are offering it to the universe, not to give up on it, but to allow something larger than your conscious mind to organize it, care for it, prepare it. Observe how that light slowly rises above the lake, lifting into the dark sky, rising like a small sun, like a reminder of what is destined for you. And as the light ascends, repeat inwardly or simply listen to these deep truths. Do not force anything. Allow destiny to arrange itself. Synchronicities will find me. What is mine is already coming toward me. Feel how these phrases integrate into your unconscious, as if they were being inscribed in the very water of the lake, as if the whole universe were echoing them. The light rises higher and higher, and suddenly, when it reaches the perfect height, it expands into a soft sphere that shines and then multiplies into thousands of small sparks that fall like golden rain over you. That rain is not your desires escaping. It is possibilities returning to you multiplied. Each spark falls on your body, on your energy, on your destiny, as if life were programming paths, encounters, opportunities, and signs that will unfold in the coming days, weeks, and months. You have nothing to force, nothing to chase. Everything comes to you. Everything settles. Everything orders itself. And now, while that light falls over you like a divine gift, allow yourself to enter an even deeper state. A state where you are between wakefulness and sleep, where the boundary between the conscious and the unconscious becomes soft, fluid, permeable. This is the state where affirmations take root, where images become reality, where your unconscious works with a precision your rational mind could never match. Here the voice becomes softer, slower, more hypnotic. And I want you to simply listen while your body gives itself over to calm. Now you sleep while life works for you. Your soul remembers who you are. What you desire is already on its way. Everything is moving in your favor. You are guided. You are held. You are accompanied. Allow these words to cross the surface of your mind and reach the bottom of the lake, where your unconscious receives them and begins to shape your reality from within. You may feel a pleasant heaviness in your body, as if every muscle understood it can now let go. It can now rest, that nothing depends on effort anymore. Everything depends on your surrender, and you have already surrendered. Feel how the energy in your chest is lighter. Feel how your breathing becomes softer. Feel how your mind stops producing thoughts. Feel how you sink into a deep sleep while your unconscious continues to manifest that which you have already sown. now, to say goodbye softly, without waking you, without activating you, I let my voice become almost an inner whisper that will accompany you while you sleep. Allow what you desire to manifest while you sleep. Your unconscious is already creating your new reality. Rest. Tomorrow will be different. Very slowly, you let these words wrap around you like a warm blanket. Feel the safety, the certainty, the peace. You do not have to do anything more. Only sleep and allow the universe to do its part. Because what is yours is already coming toward you. Sleep deeply, peacefully, in absolute trust.